And I'm Dudley.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
How you
That
doing?
was loud.
Yeah.
A little louder than...
I had to bring it up.
No, you didn't.
I've been taking it easy for a couple of weeks, so I had to bring it up.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
That was too much.
Totally had to do it.
Nope, you didn't.
It was
not at all.
mandatory.
Not required whatsoever.
It was necessary.
Redundant.
Not redundant? Why is it redundant?
You've done it before.
Oh, well, but this whole show is kind of redundant. We do it over and over again. It's the same every week.
It's not the same
We
every
come
week.
in,
It
we
changes.
spend an hour talking about the games we played this week. You ramble about some news, and then we call it a day.
But it's different games and different news.
Not always. I think there was like a 5-week
The only
period.
big change is that you're not sitting across from me anymore.
Well, you just have
And
to
it's still
get used to
confusing. Still confusing.
it. Uh-huh.
Who am I talking to?
You're talking to me.
I talk to nobody, and there's no one here.
Look, just right here. There you go. Look at me.
I don't
you hear
like
the voice.
this. I don't like. I hear the voice everywhere.
It's not everywhere. It's just in your headphones.
I'm not wearing headphones.
Yes, you are. Okay, now you're being silly. How's your week been?
It's been fine.
That's great. I want to tell you something.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this about me.
Don't touch me.
See, this is why I like you next to me. I can pound on
Don't touch me.
This is great. If our audience, our listeners could see, they could see me patting. I'm gonna do it loud enough that they can hear.
No,
see,
stop
so
it.
It becomes an audio experience.
Stop.
I don't know if you know this about me, Dudley.
I don't want to know about you.
I am a great investigator. For the East Indian Trading Company. Have you heard of them?
I'm
Are
familiar.
Are you familiar?
I don't
with
think they're in
East...
business anymore. Yeah, especially if they're... Stop touching me! Especially if you're their investigator.
I'm a great investigator. I am the best. I solved the case of the Obra Dinn.
The Obra Dinn, yes.
Yes. There were 60 people.
60? I thought it was 40.
No, it's like 60. I think I went and count. I think it's 60.
Well, already I think you're failed.
60 people of unknown fates.
Uh-huh.
And I discovered all of them. I have found out what happened to everybody. And
Okay.
to guess how good of an investigator I am.
You're talking about the game.
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't. You're
So
diminishing.
what-
You're trying to diminish how great I am.
I
And I don't appreciate that.
I don't have to try.
Um.
It pretty well does it
Uh-huh.
on its own. I just go, are you sure?
Well, I just want you to understand that I am a great investigator, and that I was able to do what many probably couldn't have done, and that is determine how 60 people, mostly of them, died.
It sounds to me like a lot of people did this.
Who
bought the game, maybe.
There's no way of knowing. There is no way of knowing.
How long did it take you?
Probably about... It's less than 9 hours.
Okay.
I have 9 hours on the game counter, but I know I did leave it open for like an hour or so because I had to go run an errand real quick. So I left it open for like an hour while I was helping make dinner or something.
Yeah.
So it's probably like 7 or 8 hours.
But
I could
so
not stop
we
playing.
could figure it out. So estimated it takes 7 hours.
Yes.
Maybe less because some people are slower.
Okay.
And
Hey, why did you look at me after you said that?
I
don't like your implications, Billy.
I'm not implicating. I'm implying.
That's the same thing!
But so we could go look at other people who bought the game on Steam.
Yes.
See how long they played it.
This is
And
possible.
so if
But
they
we don't
played
know
it,
if they've completed
say 4 hours, they
But we-
probably completed
We
it.
don't know that if they complete. Maybe they played 4 hours and they said, "Nope, I'm not good enough."
Oh,
There was a moment I almost did that.
really.
After about 4 hours, I kind of hit a wall. I have like a ton. There's like it's crew members. There's a whole bunch of crew people, and some of them. You look at the pictures, and they're obviously an officer of some kind, or someone of note or rank.
Prestigious.
Yeah, or they have a specific. They're dressed in a certain way, which implies they have a specific position. Therefore, they're easier to deduce who they are.
You were wrong.
And then you have like 10 people who are just seamen.
Excuse me?
They're seamen. Men of the Sea.
There you go. Now I know what you're talking about.
And it's very hard to tell who's who on that. Okay. And so I was like, I got to a point where I knew how most everyone had bit it, if you will, died, expired. But I had no idea who most of them were.
Really? Okay.
And I thought, I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. I had gone through basically all of the scenes, and I had seen them all, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to identify a bunch of these people. I knew it was like, okay, this guy died this way, but before he did that, he killed this person, who killed this person. But I have no idea who any of them are.
So you got to a point where you're like, I know who killed everybody, but
I knew how.
I don't know their names.
Everyone died, but I really didn't have a clue who anyone was.
So you're a terrible investigator.
No, I eventually deduced it.
You guessed.
Using logic? No. I did not guess. You
just filled it in until it said, yes, that's right.
No, that is, I guess technically you could do that if you can get 3 of them at a time that are right. It doesn't show you anything unless you get 3 of them, 3 right.
Okay.
So it got a little tricky. And then I realized I found a thing I had seen. I don't want to give it away because I don't want to spoil it for the other investigators. I had noticed this thing, and it was kind of a label of sorts, and I just that must mean something, and then kind of forgot about it because I didn't really see anything it correlated with. And then I suddenly stumbled upon a correlation.
The correlation.
The correlation, yes. And so once I did that, I started clicking. I started figuring out one person, and I was able to figure out another person, and I had to just bounce through it. And I also started noticing some similarities in outfits, and these 3 people all have this same kind of style. They must all be the same type of position. And then slowly I was able to figure that out. And it took some doing. I stayed up entirely too late playing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You stayed up till 10 p.m.?
Yes, 10 p.m. I stayed up. No,
an hour or 2 past your bedtime?
Sunday night after we recorded this episode, I went and played some more. I was up till midnight. I was up till late, a little past midnight, and I was getting tired. My eyes were tired. I'm like, I need to go to bed because I have to work in the morning. And then the next night I was up till about 11:40.
Ooh! Until
I finished it. I was just like,
you're just like, I don't care what I have to do tomorrow. I'm going to stay up past 2. Or 2. I don't know why I said 2.
I don't know why you
said 2. That was
a
random number.
That was an arbitrary number.
Arbitrary. You were going to bed real early.
I thought you meant 2 in the morning.
No, I was thinking 2 in the afternoon.
That's real early.
Man, he's at work and he's already in bed.
Yeah. So I was 10 o'clock. I was mostly there. There was a handful of people I was still deducing, trying to figure out.
Deduction.
And I was just pushing through. I was tired. I was I gotta figure this out before I go to bed. And I was able to. And I lost a little bit of sleep over it.
Yes.
But it is awesome. If you like logic puzzles, and you like deducing, and you like
feeling like your pants are bigger than you are.
Yeah, if you like old games that are made to look like old games. I didn't notice this until after we had talked about it on the show. It has that old kind of dithered look to it. Well, you can go into the settings and pick what kind of old computer you want it to look like.
Oh, really?
Which basically, for the most part, just changes the color tone. So it's the base one's kind of a weird gray, sepia almost color. Not quite sepia, but and it's you go in the system, it's old Mac. An old Macintosh. And then there's 2 other IBM settings. One's kind of blue, one's kind of green.
Yeah.
And then there's an LCD screen that's just harsh black and white. And there's 6 different settings that old, and they're all labeled old computers, the style, the color of the backlighting on the old computers, which is kind of cool and really clever. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
I was playing around with that. I couldn't decide I ended up back with the original I started with because I kept switching them, and I gotten so used after about 4 hours of playing with the original one. I was just I'm just gonna stay at that one.
You resisted change.
I did resist change.
You
I
are the problem.
I don't think so.
You won't accept change, Daniel. Things are changing every day.
Well, yeah, but
and you
I
must
don't think that
it.
has anything to do with this.
I think it has everything to do with everything.
So,
let's talk about the real thing.
let's talk about the thing everyone's talking about.
Yes.
The thing that we have been looking forward to for quite some time.
Yes.
That I have spent 4 days downloading
Mm-hmm.
because our internet's not the best.
I didn't been that long at all.
Yeah, well, you bought a physical copy.
I did buy a physical copy.
So
Because it's faster.
It's Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes. It came out on
It
Friday.
came out on Friday.
I picked up my copy on Friday.
Yeah, I had pre-ordered it months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I did not pre-order.
I started downloading it last week after we recorded this episode. I started it. It ran for 4 days because it was a
90 plus.
It was a 92 gig download.
Yeah.
It was massive.
Yeah. Even the install from the disc is like 89 gigs.
Yeah. It's huge. It is massive. It is so big.
I think once you have it installed, it's like 105.
Yeah,
I think,
something like that.
Once it's unpackaged, but
Huge.
yeah.
And so I was a little concerned that it wasn't going to make it. Like, I thought, hopefully, it was like, at first starting off, it was like, going to be like 5 days or
2
something
years.
like that. Well, it said 90, when it first started, it said 99 plus hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okie dokie. So, I was a little worried it wasn't going to make it in time for release for me to play. But it actually got, it went faster than I expected, and it was actually done Thursday. Like during the day of Thursday. The day of Thor. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right after Odin's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Thor's Day. Mm-hmm. So it finished, and the day to spare.
Yes.
And then I played
so
it on
it sat
Friday.
there unused for a day.
Unused for a day.
Uh-huh.
And not allowing me. In
What
fact,
did it
I
look
almost
like?
stayed up.
What does it look like when you...
It had a countdown on it of
okay.
when it would go live. In fact, when I got around to looking at it after coming in, and it had like 2.5, 3 hours left before it went live, because it was like going live at 11 o'clock or midnight or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I briefly considered staying up late and starting it then. But I was like, that's a bad idea.
It is very
bad.
bad.
I'd be staying up late anyway, past 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And,
past your 9 o'clock bedtime. Because you're an old man.
Yeah, I was going to be staying up that late, and then I would minimally have played an hour. Mm-hmm. So that would be too much. I didn't need to do that. So I made myself just ignore it and go to bed. And yes,
yeah. So
I've been playing it. You started playing it today.
I did. I started playing last night.
Last night, yeah.
I bought it Friday, but didn't. I had some stuff I had to do, some work I had to complete, and so I wasn't able to play it until yesterday.
Yeah.
I put the disc in Friday night to install, thinking, I'll go ahead and load it up, and it won't take long. And then I put it in and said, it's going to take an hour.
Yeah.
For disc 1. And I was like, okay, so it was already like almost 10 at night, so I was like, I'll just leave it. So I left. And then the next morning I came back in, and it was ready for disc 2, and it was going to take another hour, so I put it in, let it run, and then took care of some business, and came back later that night, and was like, it was ready.
Yeah.
I turned on my TV, and it was like on the brightness setting for the game. Mm-hmm. And what are you looking at?
Nothing. There's nothing.
It's making me nervous. In our WASP inspected studio.
Inspected? They inspect this.
They inspected and infected it.
Yes.
But stop doing that. Anyway, so Saturday night I played it for an hour and a half or so.
I started Friday, and I pretty much only stopped playing it to be social or to watch something. And because y'all kept like asking me to, hey, you want to come eat breakfast, or you want to
come
anything?
socialize
like,
with the peoples.
I guess. But otherwise, I've been playing it.
I mean, there's important information we should cover in this episode about the game. I don't want to give away anything. Yeah. So, but we will talk about one thing very important. Yes. Horses poop.
Horses do poop.
A lot.
A lot. More often than not, I whistle to summon my horse.
And
he comes gabbling up. Gabbling? I cannot say that word. Galloping.
No, yep, that's close.
Galloping up.
Galloping. Say it longer and you'll feel like you're saying it right.
Galloping. Comes galloping up.
Longer.
galloping.
Debacle.
So it comes gallop. That is a hard word for me to say.
Galloping.
It comes galloping up and then immediately takes a shit. He's just like, I'm here.
He's excited to see you.
Yes.
It's an excited poop.
Oh, is that it?
Yes.
Okay. But
an excited
let's
excrement.
talk about horses, because in the game, it puts a little more. In the last one, you didn't really care about your horse. It was just like the horses were basically cars. You just like in GTA, where you just that's my car. I'm driving it. I'm going. Sometimes you keep one for a while, but eventually he wanders off, or you get another one, or whatever. This one, they put more emphasis on caring about your horse. You can name your horses. You can customize them. You can change the color of their hair or braid their tail, which I do, so I can see my horses.
Because which horse is mine?
Yeah, which one's mine? Oh, there's the braided tail. That's mine. So I bought a horse. Like you start with one, and then you go and you can buy them. Yeah. So I bought $150 horse.
Is that expensive?
That's expensive. That's really expensive.
In the game or in real life?
Well, both.
I don't think so.
In
I don't
Western
think horses
money,
are
that's a lot of money.
That's true.
So I dropped $150 on a horse, and then spent like another $50 buying a new saddle and customizing it and customizing the horse. And I spent a bunch of money. So I had this $200 horse.
You're right.
And I was like,
look at my proud steed.
I know, and he was amazing. His name was Streak, because he had like a streak of like white on his forehead, which I know is really common for horses. I don't give a shit. So
he gives a shit all the time, right in front of you,
right in front of everyone.
While you make eye contact.
So I was riding this horse around. I loved it. I was like, it was fast. I like patted on him and fed him and got him to really build up a real strong bond. So he was like, he could maneuver and he could do all kinds of stuff. And I loved that horse.
Could he trot?
Yeah, not almost. Actually,
he's a trotter.
I'm gonna get there. So
you're gonna get to the trot.
I'm gonna get to the trot. Quick to the trot. Quick. So I got this horse named Streak, who I love, and one day I'm riding out of camp, and I get ambushed by an enemy gang, and they shoot the shit out of me.
Yes.
And Streak. Streak dies, which normally you can use, like, there's some medicine or something, like horse reviver. You can, like, pick your horse back
necromancy.
Up. Yeah, it's called horse reviver. And you can, but as though my horse was falling over dead, I get shot in the head and I die too. And then I respawn out in the middle of nowhere, horseless. Actually, no, not horseless, with my other horse, my, like, starter horse. Streak is gone. Streak died.
You never begged or whatever you do to
I don't know if there's a
way
to save it other than, like, if he gets knocked down, you can go over and use the medicine to get him back up. But if you don't do that, as far as I know, he's gone. I don't have that horse anymore.
So you've sunk $200
into a horse.
Your life savings.
I built a bond, a strong bond. It was a big chunk of my money. I spent most of them. I had like $250. I spent $200 of it. And I built a bond with him, and then he perished. I was very sad.
The moral of the story is don't buy a horse.
No,
Steal
the moral
horses.
of the story is
horse thieves.
Don't ride your horse into battle. And the moral of the story really should have been, when I got attacked, I should have jumped off my horse and went fighting and left the horse out of the fight instead of trying to, like, I want to ride around him and take him out, and then I died. Like, I did really terrible.
Yeah.
And it also started with me botching my Deadeye. You remember the Deadeye?
Yes.
You go in slow motion.
Yeah,
I went, I'm going to shoot a bunch of stuff. Shot the guy in the arm, shot the side of the carriage, shot that horse
in the back.
Shot the horse by accident. And then I hit the fire button, so I went bang, bang, and did nothing. And I'm like, well, crap.
So you shot your own horse.
I didn't shoot my own horse.
It sounds like you shot your own horse.
No, I did not shoot I shot someone else's horse.
I was going across, and I shot the horse in the back of the head, but he was fine, and then he mysteriously died.
No.
So, Streak had a bad streak.
Streak did have a bad streak.
A short one.
Yeah. Well, I had him for a little while.
How long's a little while?
A couple of days. A few days.
Not a long
I was very sad about it, okay? Not because of the monetary value I put into him, but also he was beautiful. He was this, like, brown horse. He had white hair. And he was just a beautiful horse.
He was a brown horse.
He was a brown horse with
white hair.
Yeah, he had white hair.
Wouldn't that make him a white horse?
No. Like his mane, horses have manes and tails that have hair. Just like your skin is one color, but your hair is a different color, that's the way the horse is.
Horses aren't covered in fur?
No, not really. They have a hide. They don't... I'm sure they have some hair on it.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I really don't know what I'm talking about. I don't ever interact with horses.
Neither do I.
My girlfriend does. She's a big fan of the horses. She used to own horses.
Yeah.
I don't know much about horses.
I don't either.
Not real horses. I know about
I know enough about horses that I don't want to be around them. Because they shit everywhere. As soon as they walk up to you, you're like, here.
I know a lot about virtual horses.
Yeah.
And my horse Streak, may he rest in peace. So I went back to my kind of lousy first horse, and then I went and it turned out I had another horse I forgot about that I had put in the stable.
The forgotten horse?
Yeah, and who was better than my starter horse. So I upgraded him a little bit and put my saddle on him, named him Mud, because he looked like he was splattered in mud, and so I called him Mud.
You're not very good at these
I'm not very good at but his name is Mud, and he's done well. And then here's the deal. I got him...
Don't touch me.
I got
personal space station.
I got him leveled up, right? You bond with him, and you get more ability with him. You can maneuver with him.
You bond build.
And I got a strafing ability with my horse, with Mud.
Your horse
you can trot
stray?
like sideways.
Side trot.
Yeah, it's like you see horses in like I don't know what like equestrian events.
You haven't seen them there because you don't know the name.
Not in person, but they have like performing horses, and they can do like little trots.
So you only watch the equestrian in private on the internet.
What? No. But yeah, my horse can do a little dance to the side on either side. You can trot sideways, which is pretty awesome. And if I just remember and honestly, if Street could have done that, I probably could have avoided some damage. I probably might have lived
another day.
He might have lived if I had just built a stronger bond with him and got him up there where he could do it.
He could strafe.
So let's talk about the game.
It's pretty.
It is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It is the amount of detail and it's just astounding. It's a little overwhelming. Ham and I were talking about just you can tell it's huge. Even though you start in such a small little space and you start kind of building outward, you can tell there's just the sheer scale of the game is
I haven't got a sense of the edges yet.
I don't think there are. As far as I'm concerned right now, there aren't any.
Exactly. That's what I mean. As far as I've seen, this is just the real world, and I'm standing in it. And that if I just keep going one direction, there'll be stuff there forever.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a sense of the scope of the game.
Yeah.
Because I'm really early in it. I've maybe played 4 hours, maybe.
I'm not sure where I'm at, but
maybe if that. I played an hour and a half last night. I played a couple hours today.
Yeah.
But I'm only in chapter 2, so I'm not very far. And I assume that I don't know how big the chapters are.
I'm in chapter 2 still too. So
I assume the chapters are not good representation of game length.
Well, yeah, because
I think the chapters locations.
I think so. Like maybe
at least that's what I've gathered.
Yeah, I kind of gathered
first
that
and second
because you have your camp for your gang, and from the first to the second one, it's you moving from one place to another, and so it kind of holds your hand a little bit and kind of shows you.
Chapter 1 is like introductory.
Yeah,
and
this
is
what little tutorial stuff, and I love how they build. They have these little missions you do, and they show you one little piece at a time, and then show you how to hunt, and show you how to do all these maneuvers, and everything, one little thing at a time until you're just until it throws you into the open world, and you're like, and it's like go, and I'm like, okay,
there's the big world. The biggest curiosity to me so far is the morality of the game.
Yes, there's honorable the last one, and dishonor.
The last one had, fame and
infamy,
but not really. Other than it didn't have like a slider of like good honor in bad, and so at least not the way this one seems to be. And I'm curious how that affects the game.
I think it mostly because there's a ton of interaction stuff.
Yes.
There's a ton of like you wandering through town and people calling to you.
Yeah, that's what I was doing before I walked. I came over here to do show. I was just wandering around the little town.
People call out to you. People say stuff to you, and depending on some of the things you've done, some of the little side quests you've done, some of the ways you've handled those things, because there's a lot of options where. Like, you get to make a choice.
Blow this guy's head off.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of, should we let him go or kill him?
Yeah.
And sometimes they have layers to them. And so that kind of determines on where you slide. I've been kind of middling of the road of it.
Yeah,
it depends on. For the most part, I've been honorable. I've done the right thing. I've let people live.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
I have done some terrible things.
Of course, it just kind of goes without saying. You're gonna murder people.
I've gotten a lot of fights that I probably could have avoided, but it is what it is.
Just draw your gun and be like.
That doesn't always work.
No.
I was in a brawl, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to just shoot this guy. I pulled my gun, and he knocked it out of my hand, and I was like, crap, there goes my pistol.
Yeah,
and then he starts beating the crap out of me, and I almost died. I was just like, oh, crap, and I had to fight back.
Stuff you have on you, you can lose.
Yes.
Like, at one point, I was like, in a fight, and I lost my hat.
Yeah.
Didn't realize I'd lost
my hat. Pretty much every fight, you lose your hat.
Yeah.
And you're like, what crap, where's my hat?
You gotta pick up your hat, and I have a nice hat. I want to pick that up. And so I went into a place, and I was like, pick up the hat. Oh, that's not my hat. That's my hat.
Because everyone's hat gets knocked off.
Yeah, and it's a big Western theme.
Yeah, exactly. And you can customize how you guys dressed, and like so I went through and like customized the way you can shave. You can sit and you're in camp. You can shave yourself.
I like that you can't grow a beard instantly.
No, you
have
can't.
to let it grow over time.
Like you could just be like, oh, I'm gonna give myself a beard. You have to let it grow and then cut it back, which is realistic. Same with your hair. Your hair grows, and you can go to a barber and get it cut back. You can get it cut in certain styles, or
I didn't think about the hair. I just thought about the beard.
I got myself a haircut and a shave, and it's been good. I'm thinking about growing out a beard of some kind, maybe. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to let it grow and then kind of go from there. So you customize yourself, and you pick your hat, and then your hat gets knocked off in like every mission until you're like, well, crap, I lost my hat. Well, you can find your horse and get your hat back, kind of thing. But if you're like me, you're like, I lost my hat, and my horse is a mile away.
Your $200 horse and your $50 hat are now gone.
Yeah. and you can't just summon your horse from anywhere. Yeah. If he's so far away, you can't whistle to get him. Though as your bond grows, you can summon him from further and further away. I don't know what the limits of that are. But which is cool, 100 miles. So I had to walk.
Really good whistle.
I had to walk all the way from town, one of the towns, back to camp, or at least close enough to camp to get my horse and get my hat.
Why
afterwards.
didn't you just steal a horse?
I did. I thought about it. Okay, here's what happened.
As a person who's lost a horse, you feel morally conflicted when you
I was
steal
walking
someone.
along, and this guy came riding up next to me on a horse, and I was like, hello, partner, and then I shot him in the head. Because I was like, I'm just going to shoot this guy and take a... Only thing is, the horse took off running from the gunshot, dragging the guy with him, and he ran up the side of the mountain, and then I got a wanted thing, and I'm like, well, that didn't go anywhere like I thought it would, so I had to run away. But the opposite direction. The horse went the wrong way and carried the body with it, so I didn't even get to loot the guy. He just took off, and I was like, well, crap. So like I said, after that I was like, I don't want to deal with trying to steal a horse, or it's just.
Well, you got to be smarter about it. You got to get the guy off the horse and then snipe him, and then take his horse. The horse won't run.
I thought you can pull a gun on people, and you could probably talk them down, threaten them, and get them to get off, and take them that way. But this guy drew his own gun, so crap. So I just shot him, and then the horse ran off with him. So I was like, well, crap.
I have a problem where I keep hitting the attack button.
Yeah.
Or the shoot a gun button.
I keep drawing my weapon.
In the game, there's a point where you have a decision to let 3 guys go or kill them.
Yes.
And I was going to let them go. And I was like, all right, go on, get up there. And then two of them had moved on. One of them was like begging for his life, and I was like, I'm gonna intimidate him, and
you draw the gun and you shot him.
I was like, well,
there's a line you can't cross when you're trying to intimidate,
and firing the bullet into his chest is one of them.
is no longer intimidation.
Hard line. I'm sure he was
I'm sure he was intimidated
as the bullet entered his chest, and the two people that were with him were intimidated.
Yes. Well,
so I'm like,
that is the art of intimidation. You went beyond intimidating that particular person,
yes,
and only were to intimidating the people around him.
Well, this did cement my area in the gray. It wasn't all good. Letting them all live, or all bad of murdering them all. It was somewhere in the middle, where two of them lived and one of them died by technicality.
Yes.
So I'm still learning the controls.
Yes.
And I was walking along and I accidentally pushed the guy because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go over here and hop up, and instead of hitting the hop up button, I did the shove guy button, which meant the guy fell off the little porch and fell on his face and stumbled around. I just kept walking, and he was just like, "Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going?" And I was like, I don't know who you are. I'm just walking, and just going into this hotel that I don't have any reason to be in.
You can get yourself a bath in there.
A bath?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
25
cents.
A whole quarter.
A whole quarter. And yeah, the AI interaction is really good.
It's
like you're just walking along, and like if you happen to be walking along and somebody's in front of you and you're like following them kind of closely, even though they're just them right about, they'll be like, "Why are you following me?"
And I'll be like, "I'm not."
And exactly. I was helping a hooker, and this guy was like, "Why are you following me?" I'm like, "I'm not. I'm following the hooker."
Move out of the way.
Move out of the way, because she wanted my help.
So you're in the trade of helping hookers, huh?
Well, when they ask for help, I help. Anyone. They don't have to be a hooker.
It just happens to be the hooker.
Just this time it happened to be a hooker. And then I've had people get in fights with me, and I'm like, okay.
There's a bar fight early on that was a lot of fun.
Yes.
And really, I think it's just Rockstar going, look at our mud.
Yes.
We have mud in this game.
Yes.
You roll around in it, you're going to get muddy.
Yeah. That was one of the things of, like, I was like, afterwards, I was just like, I need a bath. How do I bathe? Yeah, things get dirty. It is a dirty game, which is the Wild West, so you expect it.
Yeah.
Like, if you pick up a deer you've killed and throw it over your shoulder, and then you put it on, you're gonna get mud and blood on your coat, and then you're like, I need to go get this cleaned. Or you get in a fight and you fall down, you're getting covered in mud. Your horse gets dirty, and it is affected by how dirty he is. You got to keep him clean.
The
and
level
maintain
of
them.
detail,
it's amazing.
It's really impressive,
and it's like it reacts to what you do. Like I said, you throw something over your shoulder, you get the mud on your shoulder from where you threw that thing over.
Early on in the game, you're in snow, and I noticed when I got in a little tussle that I rolled in the snow, and there was snow on my back.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, there's snow on my back.
Yeah.
And I just, over time, it went away, but I was like, this is pretty impressive.
It's really amazing. It looks fantastic.
It's pretty good looking game.
You mentioned a bar, and there's a bar scene where you go for a drink, and so far it's one of my favorite sequences in the game. I don't think you've gotten there yet.
Probably not.
But when you get to the part where you go for a drink with Lenny, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I was asking Ham about it, and he hadn't done it yet either. It's one of those little side things, so I was like, okay. So eventually you'll see it, and I want to talk about it. It's great. It's one of my favorite sequences. It's a little side mission, and I really enjoyed it. It was just super rock star, like super, like kind of silly, but at the same time, awesome.
Yeah. One thing I'm doing, because Ham made this suggestion, and I took to it. So in the game, there's a mini map like all the Rockstar games.
Yes.
You have the little map in the corner.
Yeah.
I turned it off.
Yeah.
Just to add a layer of immersiveness.
Uh-huh.
And it's been challenge.
I imagine it is a little harder. You don't have the guides?
The guides aren't there.
So you gotta pull up
if
a map.
you hit the little the D button down, it'll pop up for a second. So I'll use that every once in a while, but I don't heavily rely on it. So I have to look around more, which is nice because you take in the details more. But it also means you have to pay attention.
Yes. And a lot of it looks the same, but there's differences. It's weird. It's very cool.
I made the mistake. There's a point where you're on a wagon and you're going down and following this trail, and I thought the guy said we're gonna go up here and we're gonna turn left. And I'm like, all right, cool. I got this. Go up there, turn left, mission end. Because I didn't go the right way.
You went the wrong left.
I went the wrong left, and so this guy's instructions weren't very good. So I found myself having to press the button to bring up the map. But I like it with there's nothing on the screen.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, like how because it's so beautiful. It's such a gorgeous game, and so I was like, man, I want to take a screen grab, but I got that little mini map in the kind of the way, and I was thinking about turning it off as well, but I haven't yet.
I do recommend it. Yeah, it is nice. I mean, it's not like it's gone. You have to go to the map to see it. You can.
Have you tried cinematic mode for moving? So there's a thing where you can turn on a cinematic mode while you're traveling. Let's say you set a waypoint or you're on a mission where you're traveling somewhere. You got to go somewhere to meet something, and you have a waypoint. You can, while you're riding across the countryside, which is a big chunk of the game, you're constantly just riding places, and it's really kind of laid back and calm. And you can hold down the touchpad on the controller on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And it goes to cinematic mode, and you don't have to guide your horse anymore.
Yeah,
but
it goes to the trail.
Yeah, the cinematic bars come in, and it goes to a wider aspect ratio, and it gets really cinematic, and it looks like you're watching a Western movie.
Yeah.
Your guy riding across the country, and you just basically you monitor your speed, but that's it. You don't have to really guide him. He just follows the path that goes to the waypoint, and that's really cool. So you can set your own waypoint and just be like, all right, I'm in. Cinematic writing montage thing, which is really cool, and it's beautiful.
Very nice.
Yeah, because in the other GTA game, they had a cinematic point POV, but it was always a little awkward, and it was always like, okay, it always jumps to weird angles, and I'm like, okay, trying to drive while doing that was always really difficult because your perspective changed. While this. You just, you hit the button to maintain your speed or whatever, but otherwise you can just enjoy the scenery and enjoy the point of view. And it's really nice. I really like it.
And, of course, the environments are so gorgeous, so it just adds a whole nother level of interest, especially if you're just traveling and you're like, I just want to travel over here. And you don't worry about what's happening. You just... enjoy the imagery.
Until, a gang jumped out and ambushes you and kills your horse.
Them horse gangs.
Have you had any interesting deaths?
No, I don't think so.
I've had two I want to mention.
Oh, like you dying?
Yes.
No, I haven't. I got shot in the head.
I fell off a cliff. Yeah. Which was pretty dramatic, to be honest. It was a little, like, I was trying to hop from one little edge to another, and I failed, and I hit the side of the rock, and I slipped, and I thought, I'm going to land on a lower ledge. Nope, I went, and I went tumbling, and then I, hit the ground, and I was fine. I was like, I'm going to live, because I hit one rock, and I was like, okay, that hurt, but I'm okay. And then I hit the ground, and I was like, I think I'm going to survive. And then I rolled, and it slammed into the side of a tree, and it killed me. That was what did it. It was like just bam, and then it went boom. It went black, like the black and white, photo thing,
which I love.
Yeah, and I'm dead.
Yeah, the
exposure,
old like
film.
A tin type, or what's it called? It's tin something, but it's the.
You're a photography guy.
Yeah, photography done with the metal, sheet of metal, and chemicals put on it.
It looks
really nice, and you got the negative up it, and it's slowly
develops.
And
the load screen, you see it on the load screen where it's slowly developing all these things.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It is very nice. It's a very pleasing load screen, and so it makes me not mind watching the load. Because it takes a bit, because it's a big game.
It's a big game.
You don't see a load screen really anywhere else after that point.
No.
So
it's nice. It's the
other thing I did was I was mauled by a bear.
Yes.
Did you?
I've seen a bear.
You've seen a bear. Yes.
I've seen a bear. We avoided the bear.
Yes. No. I went on a mission to hunt a bear. Not just any bear, because there are apparently like legendary game. And I thought, I got this. It mauled me. It was pretty alarming.
As a bear attack would be.
It was literally the Revenant.
Oh yeah,
it's that. That's what I mean. Like I was having flashbacks.
You were full Leonardo.
I was Leonardo DiCaprio being mauled by a bear, and I thought, oh crap! I was like kind of startled by it and panicking, and I thought, I'm dead. I literally thought, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. And then there was a moment of my health was almost all the way gone, and it was just like it had slammed me down a couple of times and bit me, and I thought, I'm dead. This is done. And then it gave me one of those timed event things where you had to hit a button like to try to get away, and I just completely missed it, and then it killed me. I was like, I had resigned to I'm dead, and then I missed the quick action
to have a slight
moment of chance of getting away from it,
the chance to be carried to a campsite to be buried alive.
And so I thought, I'm done, and then I was. I thought, am I going to go back and try this again? No. I haven't gone back. I'm going to.
Yeah, of course.
But, yes, I had not.
So there's a bear in the woods.
There is a bear in the woods, and he's a mean bastard. Have you customized your weapons?
I have not. I haven't got into the customization stuff. I haven't changed my clothes. I haven't changed. All I've done is shaved.
You shaved.
I've shaved.
Well, you should. I bought a new pistol.
Yeah.
And finally... Actually, through a weird set of events, I didn't buy a pistol, but I got a pistol.
You stole it?
I did not steal it. Someone bought me a pistol.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to explain why. But basically, someone said, hey, let me get this for you, and bought me a pistol. And so I got the volcanic pistol, which is in the
that's game. From the other one,
Yeah, and I bought one of those, and I fully customized it. It's very nice. Extended barrel.
So you're going to lose
engravings.
You're going to get in a bar fight, and it's going to fall on the ground.
I better not. I spent a bunch of money on customizing
you can lose weapons that way.
Yeah, if you don't pick them up.
Yeah.
I don't know if... Yeah, I'm wondering if you... I mean, like your hat, you can go get back on your horse and get it back. I don't know if weapons work. Okay. I don't know if the weapons work the same way or not. I have got my weapon knocked out of my hand and had to pick it back up.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. So we'll see.
We'll be playing this for a while.
Yes.
I mean, with this.
As soon as we're done, I'm going back to playing it again.
Yeah. I will probably play it some more later.
Yeah. This is easily going to be a 100-hour game.
Oh, definitely.
Easily.
I mean, the campaign's supposedly around 60, so...
Yeah.
That's not including all the extra stuff you do.
That's not including all the just rambling around and getting yourself into trouble. Rambling. I'm a rambling man.
A rambling rod.
So, yeah, it's wonderful, and we spent a lot of time talking about it, but we will be talking about this game for a while.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I finished downloading Red Dead and started playing it. You know what I started downloading in its place?
Fallout 76.
Yes. Well, you knew this. Yeah, well,
did you want me to pretend that not to know?
Yeah, you could have, but you don't have to.
Okay.
You want to try it again?
No, sure.
You know what I started downloading after I finished downloading?
Fallout 76.
You're not going to do it. So, Fallout 76 is on the horizon.
The beta.
The actual game comes out November 14th.
Swing.
So that's not far away. It's a couple of weeks. But the beta, which is already out for the consoles, bastards.
You have a console.
I do, but I didn't buy it on the console. Because I've never played a Fallout game on a console. It seems like heresy. You're a heretic. You have done it. I
also own it on PC.
Yeah, no, so. I have played all Fallout games on PC. I have played all Elder Scrolls games on PC because that is where they originally were. That's where they belong. So I had pre-ordered. Anyone who pre-ordered Fallout 76 on the PC or in the consoles, but you can get into the beta now. The PC one goes live on Tuesday, I believe. So tomorrow, after this is aired. And so I am currently downloading it. It should be done before then, hopefully, unless something weird happens. But it's not 100 gigs. It's only 46 or just under 50.
Around the average.
Yes, around what I expect out of a large game, not a behemoth game like Red Dead is.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. It is the beta, so I'm trying to hold back. You know, there's going to be some stress tests, and it's probably going to be a little glitchy.
I read an article talking about the bugs in the game are pretty prevalent at this point.
Prevalent.
Prevalent.
Prevalent. Yes.
Prevalent.
Yes. Okay.
And I've also read an article talking about how it's a weird game.
Yeah, it's different. It's going to be
different.
And so I'm looking forward to dipping my toes in it, but I'm kind of trying to hold back. Because, one, I have Red Dead to play, so I don't know how much I'm going to get into it.
That's my problem, too. And I love Fallout.
Yes.
And I have for years.
Yes.
And so it's going to be hard not to jump on it right away.
Yes.
But I will in the future.
I'm going to try out the beta. I don't know how much time I'm going to give it because I will be way into Red Dead by this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I will try it just for the listeners so they can hear a little about it.
Yes.
But I probably won't hit it hard until it's fully released.
Yeah, it'll be one of those I will probably pick up.
And I say that
Christmas just to.
Oh, you're not going to play it when it comes out?
I want to, but I don't think I'm going to have time.
I
don't know. I'll have to see when it comes out.
It comes out the 14th. So
I'm getting my stuff done. So maybe I'll have enough time to play Red Dead, and then I can get it and play it
as a reward, a self-reward for accomplishing
my business.
Your business.
My schooling.
Yeah, your schooling.
Yeah, so if it goes well, then maybe if I'll have time.
It's funny timing, because when I was finishing my degree, Fallout 4 came out.
Yeah.
And I was concerned because I thought, Fallout 4 is coming out, but I have literally played nothing. I was just spending hours, and all my time was just devoted to finishing up my stuff and working on my papers and everything. Yeah. And but it happened to fall perfectly. I spent 2 months straight of not playing games and just working on my stuff, and then I got everything sorted and was pretty much done, and then Fallout 4 came out, and so I was. Or maybe it was in the middle. I think I worked hard for a month.
It came out before.
It came out before. It came out in the middle.
Play it.
I did. I think I took a break for a week, played it a lot, and then went back to finishing my stuff, and then came back to it. It was kind of a reward in the middle of it.
Yeah, because I was playing it already.
Yeah, I was playing it, but not heavily. But
so you just negated your whole story.
Kind of. I remember things some ways, and then as I'm telling the story, I realize I'm way off base.
Yeah. This might fall that way.
Yes.
The way the deadlines and stuff are, I should be done before it comes out. It's just whether I have time to do it or not. But with the holiday breaks coming up, I probably will have some time to play it.
Yeah.
So
holidays, I'm definitely going to be hitting it hard.
Yeah.
Both of these games during I'm going to hit them hard.
Hit them
hard during the holidays. Holidays is just going to be Red Dead and Fallout time.
Y'all better get ready, listeners. This is all we're going to talk about.
This is pretty much guaranteed all we're going to talk about probably for a while.
Yeah. And we'll
one
get
of us
some
get
mix up
Pokemon
with
or Smash, and those things are coming out.
I'm not planning on getting the Pokemon Let's Go.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it.
I'm going to get it.
I need to wait. I want to look at it. I want to see more of it.
Yeah.
I know Rob's probably going to get it, so I'm going to get him to get it.
We'll get him to report.
Yeah, I want to get him to tell me about it, and then see if it's what I really. It's not for me. It's not. It's not a game made for us as old school Pokemon players. I don't think we're the market.
I don't think so.
Not to say there's anything wrong with it. It's just
I'm saying there's something wrong.
I'm not saying that. But it's just not. I don't think it's a game for me. It looks like it could be good. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I have Red Dead and Fallout.
Yeah.
So what more could a man
just pepper
ever
in,
want?
what board games we're playing with Gary.
Yeah.
In between.
Yes. And I can tell you, there's going to be more Fallout. There's going to be a lot of stories coming out of both of those games.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay. Any other games you want to talk about? We'll jump into the news for a little bit.
I don't think so. That's pretty much all of this week has just been me finishing up Obra Dinn and just waiting for Red Dead, and now it's Red Dead.
Now Red Dead. Red Dead all the time.
Red Dead every day.
Okay. So, GameStop
Yes.
has a deal right now.
Your former employer.
Former employer.
It's still former, no matter how long ago it was.
I mean, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's still former.
Anyway.
There's a relationship there.
They have a special deal going right now.
I know what you're talking about.
Just for people like us.
Oh, is that it?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You want to trade your Nintendo Switch in?
No.
To get a Nintendo Switch?
That sounds like a deal.
They have a special.
Sign me up.
You give it to them, they give you $200, you can put it towards
At first
the
I was
Nintendo
confused
Switch.
by this.
Yes.
I was like, why? But then it occurs to me, there are some special ones that are coming out.
No one's going to do that.
No,
If they do, there's...
It's a weird demographic.
Yeah.
Already got one, get another.
You have one. Trade in that one, buy another one, give us $100 plus,
It's
if
not
you're
like
getting
it's a new system. It's the same system.
Same system.
It's not like they come out with a new version.
I mean, it's just that apparently the whole point is if you want to buy the new Diablo 3 one, you can trade in your old one to get it.
Which I haven't even seen yet. I don't know what it looks like.
It's just the same one. It has gray Joy-Cons, and it has
Did it have
some symbol
decals
on it, basically. Kind of like the Pokemon one was.
Okay.
Except it has the
gray. It has some Diablo stuff going
on. And it looks nice.
Yeah,
but
if you want to switch for a different image and you want to spend some money.
If you want to spend $160 for the Diablo one, and by trading in your other one, have at it. I guess. I don't.
It's weird.
It's weird.
I could understand if they were like, oh, we got a PlayStation 4, you want to upgrade to a Pro? Trade in, here's the deal. But there's nothing different about the system.
No.
I guess some people have money and they just want to...
They just want to throw it away.
They don't want to throw it away. Get the Switch of their choice.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
You love it. Well, there's a new fad coming out that's going to replace it.
Oh, is that so? It's going to knock it off?
Some would say a Pokemon clone.
Okay.
Some would probably say it's better than Pokemon Go.
Okay.
It's called Follow JC Go. Do you know what it is?
It's a religious thing, I assume.
You would be right. This is a Pokemon Go clone. Where you're collecting saints. And other blessed characters from the Bible.
Okay.
So it's your favorite stuff.
Is it?
Pokemon Go, which you love. With Jesus.
Yeah. I'm just a huge
This sounds
fan.
like a joke, but it's real.
I know it sounds like a joke.
It was commissioned by the Vatican.
Oh, of course.
The Vatican.
The Vatican. So, and they're going to win people over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently.
All right.
It's not
the
even
only
subtle.
thing I'm interested in is St. Patrick.
It's not even subtle. I mean, you look at the map, walking around, it looks exactly the same as Pokemon Go.
Did, what's that company, Niantic? Did they make it?
I don't think so. I don't think it's their
How long till they sue?
I don't think there's much to sue on. None of the graphics are Pokemon themed. It's all just like cards, and I don't know. It looks weird.
So you go around collecting saints?
Saints and blessed characters.
There
are many characters.
If you go down to the docks, you can get Jonah.
Probably.
He just recently spit up by a whale. Or large fish. Whichever.
He's always by the water.
If you go to, to Vegas, you can get, anyone from, I don't know.
You get Mary Madeline.
No.
Not Mary Madeline. That's something else.
Which one got turned into salt?
I don't know.
Locke's wife or something
whatever.
like that. Yeah, I don't know. Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't know.
So,
are there saints from there? I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess those wouldn't be blessed.
They're not blessed characters. But it's only out in Spain right now, so we're going to have to wait until it comes out in America.
And I guess that... Okay, I would have thought it would have been open out in Italy or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Okay. Really weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
I don't even, it's not even, as obvious, it's not even easy to make fun of. It's just, okay, y'all did a thing. Y'all are trying to tap into that market, but...
It's a weird one.
It is a weird one.
I mean, I don't know. It's a weird one. Moving on.
All right, yeah.
Speaking of Fallout, Fallout New California, the mod.
Yeah, for New Vegas, right?
Yeah, it's a mod for New Vegas. Yeah. Actually came out and hasn't been shut down.
I saw that, but I was like, I just assumed, I don't want to shut it down, but maybe not.
They haven't, because it's completely free, and they haven't used anything they couldn't use. Like all the audio is voiced. They had voice actors, which I don't understand. It's not very good, but it's still
I have good
original.
I have it on good authority. It's shit.
I haven't heard it myself, but I'm pretty sure it's terrible.
Did you just assume that because it's a mod?
No, I've read some comments on the trailer.
Reviews.
Yeah, so if you have New Vegas on PC, you can download some stuff.
Have New Vegas
I
on
do
PC.
Too. And so
I'm a little busy with the
upcoming
real Fallout game and Red Dead, so...
But it's a single player, so if you don't like the multiplayer that's Fallout 76, you can, maybe get that.
That's really my biggest fear, is that I'm not going to like
the multiplayer,
because I love Fallout, and I'm always down for something different. But I'm a little concerned that I won't get into it.
Yeah.
For one reason, or our internet won't really support it well enough for me to get into it.
That's a concern too.
Yeah, but we'll see.
One last thing, because we are running out of time.
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Yes.
Legos.
Yes. Yes.
We talked about it briefly before they had leaked.
Yeah, they had the Bastion.
The Bastion had leaked.
Yes.
They've released a bunch more pictures of all the other sets, and they look great.
The only two I really want is Bastion.
The big Bastion or the small Bastion?
Bastion, the big one.
There's a big one and a small one.
I didn't know there was
the one you saw. What's the small one?
That's a small one.
That's the small one.
I haven't seen the big one.
The big one. There's a big one. More detail, bigger. So the big Bastion. Looks great. A little more detailed than the smaller one. And then the Reinhardt looks really good. And it comes with the Diva as well.
Yes, I really want. I'll probably get that set for Reinhardt.
Yeah,
but
see, that's the Bastion one.
Right that's the one I saw. I'm looking for the big one.
Oh wait, that might be the big one. I'm not sure. Turn your thing toward me.
That's the one I see.
I can't tell from the scale.
You are the worst.
But yeah, so that is coming out. So Legos and Overwatch fans.
Yes, two things that we really enjoy.
Yes. I'm less played in the Overwatch, but
less played.
I'm less played. But yeah.
I'm really excited about those. Are the two. All the minifigures are cool and the sets are cool, but the two I would probably most likely buy are the Bastion and
the Reinhardt.
And therefore, I'll have a Diva. Which is cool. I don't mind Diva, but if I know someone who really wants it, who likes Diva a lot, I might give it to them.
Yeah.
Like maybe Ham's wife. She's a big Diva player.
The Ham wife.
And Ham plays Diva a lot too, so maybe they'll want it. Maybe. I'll ask them. I'll probably buy it. And
they may just buy it themselves. They
this
don't
is
need
true.
Your charity.
That's true, but I may not put it up anywhere because I'm not a Diva.
You're gonna keep Diva in the corner.
I'm gonna put Diva in the corner. No, I'm just gonna
throw
if
it in a
someone
box.
wants it, I will give it to them.
You're a terrible human being.
Okay, yeah.
I was also going to talk about the Soul Calibur 6 weirdness with the character creators.
They look weird.
There's a lot of weird ones.
I think that about covers it.
I'll just say, go look at them.
Go look at them. It's really weird.
Particularly the Kirby.
Kirby one's creepy.
The Kirby one is disturbing.
Yeah, it looks more like Ditto than...
It looked, It
looks like Ditto pretending to be a human Kirby.
Yeah, it's creepy. There's some freaky stuff. Go check them out.
Yeah.
Your eye holes will be satisfied.
Satisfied is not the word I would use.
That is exactly the word I would use.
Okay.
So yeah.
So please go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com. And please subscribe to us, follow us, like us, and let us know how we're doing. Please leave a comment, and you can email us. You'll find the links to it all on our website. And, tell us how we're doing. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.